Hello, I'm back after, I don't know, long time. Yeah, I haven't been uploading because I've had a lot of stuff to do. But back, but with a different game. I finally figured out how to do Xbox recordings, and now I'm going to do that instead of doing Halo today. I'm going to be playing a game called Destiny 2. So I do have characters I've been using a lot, but this is basically a tutorial for people who are new to the game. So, I'm gonna jump right in with, actually, this might be a longer video, but I'm going to show the dynamics for all kind of characters. So, we've loaded in. So here are the base things about Warlock. If you ever choose Warlock, for all classes you have 3 different subclasses: Void, Solar, and Lightning, also known as Arc. For Solar, for the DLC, for the for top and bottom are DLC free. You use Daybreak, which is a big sword that you can use. You can fly around and stuff, just blowing everyone to bits with a flying sword that actually has a chance of homing. You have either the choices from Healing Rifts or Empowering Rifts. Healing Rifts, of course, heal you, and allies. Empowering Rift is the same thing, but empowers you. You have different kind of grenades, which basically all the grenades are the same for every class other than Hunter, because Hunters are a little different. So we have normal grenades, which are just vortex grenades, traps enemies, does damage. Firebolt grenades, well, in this case for just in general grenades, just summons long fire, void, whatever. And then sticky grenades, fusion grenades, sticks to enemies. You got the different kind of jumps, which I'll show you for the jumps, which is Strafe, Glide, where you can move around while flying in the air, basically, for a limited amount of time. Burst Glide, you jump while airborne, of course, activate Glide, and you can drift with a strong initial boost of speed. And then Balance Glide, which is moderate speed and directional control. So it's basically the same thing. For Top Tree, you have the ability to fire weapons and do all your kind of abilities in the air. I mean, other than your wrists. You can throw homing fire. You consume your grenades. No, not eat them, but you consume them to go into the air for a little while. Yet if you hit B twice in the air, you can, of course, boost in the air. I don't really use the bottom tree, but of course, you extended super. Of course, you explode your enemies. You make them. I haven't really used this bottom tree in a bit. Just deadly flames and super again. Middle tree, I've never used this before, but the only real thing I know is Well of Radiance, which is a healing and empowering rift. And it's pretty good. It won't really explain the top bottom for the other supers, but for this, it's the exact same thing. Scatter grenade, bolt, just exact. These are just homing, kinda. You form a big bomb. It homes. It homes really slowly. And boom, they die. The super here doesn't do much. It just falls to the ground and makes a big ass grenade. This is just the homing. And for Nova Warp, you turn into a creature, basically, and you kill everything. Arc, you basically become Palpatine. And if you're not Palpatine, you shoot a big laser. So yeah. So next is the different kinds of rarities. I go all the way to my collections. Let's go to weapons. Alright, so you got. Oh wait, I'm going to the kinds of ammo. You get a whole bunch of different kind of weapons. At the beginning of the game, you get this assault rifle, auto rifle. Pretty good. You come from basic, uncommon, to rare, to legendary. And if you're lucky enough, the best is exotic. Which exotics are... They have their own kind of buffs. So, I mainly use Runus Effigy, which is a trace rifle. So I'll teach you about the different weapons. Armors are just armors. They do whatever the heck they do. Don't be excited for exotic armors for Warlock unless you get this, which is what I use. So it's really good. I'll show you myself. So we got auto rifles, of course. We got sidearms, which is basically pistols. Hand cannons. Pulse rifles, like if you've ever played Halo. Battle rifles, I call them battle rifles a lot. We got scout rifles, submachine guns. There's this thing called a linear fusion rifle, which are really good. There's also combat bows, which they do different things. Sniper rifles, like that. I can't really pronounce that. Shotguns. Never use a shotgun, please. They're horrible. And grenade launchers. Oh, wait, there's more. There's fusion rifles and trace rifles. And then you got machine guns. Rocket launchers. Why not a sword? And a different kind of grenade launcher. This is one of the best snipers in the game. DLC free. Armors are different. So, yeah. You can get different emblems in the game. You can get finishers, which are just basically assassinations. And then there's emotes. No, not Fortnite. For the Fortnite people. Again, the exact same rarities, except from beginner. Because usually it's beginners, a legendary, and a few uncommons. You have a chance of buying or earning exotics, legendaries, and rares. You have ships, which just make you look better. Some certain ships, like the exotic Easter egg ship I have, you get your own kind of transmission effect, which just, again, makes it cooler. You get sparrows. Oh yeah, there's also shaders in the game, which makes your thing look better, but like for me, I just added for the shinier gold. There are different kind of sparrows. There's uncommon, rare, legendary, and of course exotic. Exotic is being the fastest with 160 speed. Sometimes legendaries have 160, but most likely will have 150, and then there's 140. Alright, I'll show you what the exotic I have does. So, cut to it. One thing I did forget to cover is there are different kind of ammos. There's primary ammo, the most common kind of ammo, which is common to use. There's special ammo, which is a rarer kind of ammo. Of course, it's for different kind of weapons. And then there's power ammo, which is for your power weapons. So, yeah. So I'm in the game. Of course, everything other than swords have a scope. Tanks even have a scope. I know it sounds really dumb, but tanks actually do have a scope. So for Warlocks, if you ever get this kind of armor, if you jump and scope in the air, you have to have solar equipped though. You can scope, float in the air, and if you kill enemies, you get to stay in the air for longer time. So this is Earth, again. This is the planet you will, do campaign on. Which there are different kinds of campaigns. Just clear out these enemies. There's this thing called a ghost. You start off with a basic shell, and then you can either buy or earn again. Like this one, you have to earn it through Season 2020 Moments of Triumphs, but you might want to get to be a certain power. If you take your ghost out on a area, you can see Return to Orbit, Director, and then you hold Summon Vehicle. Summons your Sparrow. All noobs, all beginners, always tend to not ever know this, so, yeah. Like that. This is different kind of hunter. And that's a different kind of linear fusion rifle exotic. This is bow and arrows, you can see clearly. This is my special ammo weapon, which I'm actually working to get this masterwork. Which I different things. And so for secondary and primary, you just press Y. But when you want to get to your primary, well, not primary, but heavy ammo, you want to hold Y. So, there's these things called lost sectors. Of course, you get some loot in them, and you can go down to them time to time. And get some loot. So, I'll take you guys through this lost sector, which is the common one. Again, there's also different planets. So this episode I'm only covering Warlock. So people who choose Hunter, you'll have to wait for another episode. And once I clear this lost sector, I will return. And here's a good war. And we're done. So that was the I'm really cutting this out, so can't really say that's a lost sector. Alright, so that is basically the end of this video. Again, always remember, you're going to start as Warlock. You're going to know some more things. Oh, by the way, before anything, when you jump, it's not automatically your glide. You have to press A twice for the glide to activate. Next video will be about hunters. And then the last video will be about the worst class in the game, by most opinion, Titan.
I'd expect a Cabal mining expedition to
So,
be heavily armed. Be
yeah.
careful.
See you next time.